push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. For the Seahawks and Eagles, you might remember, they met up in the wild card round a season ago. It's a night Philly fans could probably stand to forget. Carson Wentz exited early after just 4 passes thrown, and Josh McCown at 40 years of age brought in, but the Seahawks, they were too tough as they slugged out a 17-9 victory. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. To throw is Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Seahawks.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the option, a handoff to Carson.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down, Seattle.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it with Carson, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
At the 34-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there. First down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Penny, a first down carry. And some room to roam now. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. And defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
2nd and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield. He's going to get it running right. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through.
Seahawks 7, Eagles nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Down by KJ Wright.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Miles Sanders.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
3rd and 8.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Elliott is good. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They go play action with Hurts. They'll roll him out right. He's going to, Hurts fumbles it, and the Seahawks have recovered. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
Carson will take the handoff out of the option play. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Seattle.
Wilson will hand to Carson on the option.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
2
yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. That's complete. Hits Carson out of the backfield. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Penny, the Seahawks.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. This time Wilson will throw. Buying time to his left. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
And what would the dime look that time on defense? Just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field?
Hurts fumbles it.
And the Seahawks have picked it up. Room here to run. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Seattle.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
42-yard line.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. A good push there from that offensive line as Sanders able to take that forward for a gain of about 6 on first down.
Jamal Adams.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Second down, here's Hurts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Hurts fumbles it, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Now Rashad Penny. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Penny. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And his kick is indeed good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run with Sanders. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Miles Sanders.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2 brings up 3rd and 3.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
That's good.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking deep for his tight end, Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Hurts. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over.
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. After the interception, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again, Wilson, and he finds Penny. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now it's Penny. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Penny. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run with Penny. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check.
This is Penny. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Penny. He was brought down by Javon Hargrave. A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Wilson on the keeper. So he gets absolutely nothing out of that sneak, and now it's 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Does it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Mike 50. Switch up, switch up.
Here's Sanders. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Brought down right.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Let's make these big cuts.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Brooks, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Third down.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. Well, they're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Tight end right. Everyone's got four down. Here we go. Let's go.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he'll take this out of the side of the end zone, and my goodness, that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Pick it up, D. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Not here.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Down, Seattle.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 42's the mic, boys. 42's the mic. All right.
On the run, it's Penny. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Seahawks, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways.
Another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel.